Game definitely took some liberties with me there. I'm not real happy about that. Yo, Jason, that stir fry looks legit. Hey, what's up, Josie? The turrets, yeah, they're garbage. I'm not a fan. Like, the top pixel manip strat generally works pretty well, but how many times they fire at you is not consistent. And if they fire twice and you jump too early, you're taking a hit. And they do too, so it sucks. But I don't think there's a better strat, unfortunately, because if you try to approach them close, there's still a chance you get hit. I think the best strat I've ever found is to, like, confuse them, try to cause them to turn around, and then hop kick. But that's kind of hard. Especially with Storm. Storm's hop kick is not good. I don't think it's the worst in the game or anything, but it's definitely not good. Yeah, for sure. The grind of that game is definitely real. It's the only reason I never pushed for 28. I still think that my current top time, which is like a 29:04, it really should have been the 28, but I had awful RNG on the Mega Man boss. Like, I think he did the puddle teleport something like 6 times in a row. Like, I lost so much time on that stage. Made it back up in the rest, but yeah. But the early stages were so good. Like, I gold split Double Dragon, and that's no easy task. That stage is insane. I think my Mario stage was kind of bad, but so that could definitely improve. I think I can save like 10 seconds there. Yeah, Bobo's as a speedrun is really interesting because, like, I really hate the fact that it has such a bloat of stage 1 resets, because you do reset a lot in stage 1. Like, holy shit, a lot. Yeah, the soft lock sucks too. Doesn't happen often, but it can happen. I did not want to do that. Oh, I spent health. I don't care. We're fine. But yeah, stages 1 and 2, I was just resetting too much, and it just started getting just awful. And for a 30-minute speed run, that's quite taxing. Shame too, because the middle stages are really fun. I love the Zelda stage. Probably my favorite thing in the run. Pro wrestling's just hilarious. I don't think it's a good stage for a speed run, but it's really funny. Jeez, that sounds like a nightmare. I don't know how many times I did during my my practice sessions. It was probably about that, but it sucks. The game has some serious technical problems. But yeah, Contra, despite how hard it is a really fun stage. Because, like, the best time saving strats in that stage are really, really cool. I am, however, sad I never managed to get Code Skip in a real run, though. Code Skip's really hard. I can only ever get it in practice. Yeah, the Mario stage sucks. It's just not an enjoyable stage. It's all underwater. It has really bad mechanics, utility. And it's just basically a boss rush on top of that. Oh, cool. Not good. I'm taking a lot of damage up at this point. I'm not real thrilled about that. The wrestling stage is just kind of what it is to me. Take him outside, whip him the barricade a bunch of times, build meter, you win. It just takes longer than it should. Although most of that stage is cutscene anyway. Cutscene leading in and leading out. Like moths to the flame. You asshole. Yeah, you deserved that. I really like being at 4 here. 4 is a bad amount of health to beat at this stage. Should be able to get to the wall at 3 though. Whack, whack, whack. No! Okay, who wants a turn? I don't want to get shot by a stupid turret. That might actually work. Okay. Yeah, the other thing is just you can vault over their head. You're doing really, really well. Nope. Not today. We'll let this guy do what he's gonna do. Hit me. Move. Take the hit down to 3 for mutant power abuse. I'd rather have 3 health coming out of the wall than 1. Having 1 is terrifying. Anything can kill you. Do-do-do-do-do-do. That's not good. That puts me in danger of dying to anything blob. I did not play that carefully. I have 1 mutant power to save me in case he tries to throw me. But the other issue is that if a laser hits me, I'm also dead. So I have to pass this as well. That's 1. Okay. Safe enough, I guess. Still made a mistake. Six. Only one of which is, in my opinion, unplayable. Pretty large cast for a beat 'em up. Not like that. If it throws me again, that's it. I actually can't survive. I don't have a means of escape. It's just gonna kill me. Okay. Stupid blob. Stupid invincible ass throw with way too much range. No, Dazzler's good. Cyclops is the worst character. That character has nothing to offer. I personally think Wolverine's kind of bad too, unless you're playing JP. But I don't know. He at least has some good things about him. It's just that I think there are other characters that do what he can do better. Like I don't think I'd play Wolverine if I could play Colossus. I think Colossus does everything better. In US, that is. JP is a different story. Colossus JP is ass. This could be bad. Oh, ho, ho, not good. Nice. He's like, when he gets his command normals in the JP version, he's honestly really fun. He also has the best back attack, but unfortunately that's not saying a whole lot. His back attack is the only one that hits on both sides of him. But if you're just going to go around and just do punches, then you have no business playing Cyclops. And that's, in the US version, that's all he can do. And he's really, really bad at it. He has like a good dive kick, but so does Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is actually good. If I'd say Nightcrawler is the best dive in the game. His dive is amazing. Super fast, has ridiculously long range, recovers instantly. Low profiles. It's a piece of work for sure. Oh, condom clops. Spend health. That's not good. That's the top plane. I can't hit him. Can't hit it. This is not good. Okay. If that thing put me down to 2 health, I had to spend my last mutant power. I would have been really unhappy about that. I know you want to jump at me. I understand. But nah, Dazzler's good. Dazzler has the best throw in the game, but unfortunately it's really hard to utilize. But it's the best because of a glitch. Her throw doesn't have a cooldown. So with perfect spacing, she can throw as much as she wants, and that's really, really good. She also has good range on her normals. She doesn't have everything, though. Her hop kick's probably the worst in the game. Her dive's kind of awkward. Like, it's okay, but it's just kind of awkward to use, I think. You're still not dead? Oh my god. And in JP, she has good command normal. She has a good ranged kick and a good anti-air. Get them hands up. Lunge me. No, you're not going to be on the left. Imagine Storm's really cheap. It's like I'm shooting pool. Look at all this range. 6-ball, corner pocket. Not a scratch on him, but don't get greedy. Just finish him off. There we go. Storm's so good. He just wants a Baconator. Who are you to deny a 9-foot albino his Baconator? Okay, that could have been real bad if that traded. My habitat. I still do wonder if this game will ever show up on a 1-up cabinet, and if it does, will they have the gall to do a 6-player setup? I would wager probably not. But it would still be a good one to have. Punisher made it to a cabinet, anything can happen. Of course, Disney may still have some kind of working relationship with Capcom, whereas Konami, it's Konami. But then again, we got TMNT as a 1-up, so I guess anything's possible. Yeah, 6-player version of this game was only released in the US. Yeah, it would be pretty massive, that's for sure. I understand. I understand what you're trying to do. Yeah, they gotta be compact enough to fit in a box. So I'm pretty sure they just do 4B. What's up, Z-Force? I was never that big on Superstars. It's one of those cases where the sequel was just strictly superior. Oh, it is. It is a big cabinet, though, to be fair. Especially an original one. Where are you going? Yeah, the 6-player cab has that Gradius 3 widescreen. It's pretty big. Spawn. Spawn, my pretties. The interesting thing about 6-player is that each character is assigned their own slot, similar to how like TMNT works. Like it always goes Leo, Mike, Don, Raph from left to right. 6P for this is, let's see, Cyclops, Colossus, Wolverine, Storm, Nightcrawler, Dazzler in that order. Personally, I don't care for the 6-player version of this game. I think it gives way too much of an advantage to the enemy. Like, they can utilize the extra space a lot better than you can. That was supposed to be a dive. Fuck you, video game. Because that was a hot kick and not a dive, I didn't get to counter that. Man, everything up to that elevator was really good too. That's gross. That's really, really gross. Alright, I gotta do this. Well, yeah, absolutely. The presentation was everything, 100%. I just don't think it's aged well. People still love it. I think this run is rip, because I just made way too many mistakes. I just had to have a perfect Nimrod fight where it doesn't fireball me. Easy. Stop. Shame, first half of the stage was really, really good. Perfect fight, maybe? See? That could have been my face. I agree. We have one at our barcade. Not a particularly big fan of that barcade, but it's there. Where you going? No, seriously, where are you going? Partying over there. Hey, we did it. Man, it makes me feel weird to think that I'm old enough that some people probably haven't seen that. Such is the time. This game is 28 years old after all. Get in your hole. Thank you. Appreciate it, Spoo. Where you going? I was so tempted to dive there. Could have landed me in the hole. I wasn't feeling it. Goodbye. Kill some of these clowns. Let them come back so I can kill them. I don't want to move. Not yet. There we go. What's up, Horrific Child? I'm pretty sure it's Nimrod. Like, Master Mold doesn't look like that. Master Mold doesn't look like a big Sentinel. The thing that releases the Bone Breakers in this stage, that's Master Mold. No, you die. Hey, what's up, Andy King? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the House of Rock. Yeah, falling in a hole is a death. You do not want to do that. It is very punishing to fall. It's not like Streets of Rage 4 where you lose like 30% of your life or something. You actually just conk out. You're done. No worries. Just answering the question. That was unfortunate. She was almost dead. Yeah, that was 2010, I think. Still have my PS3 copy. Got unlimited lives on that one. Yo, nice. That was a damn good setup. Also good. So the thing about these enemies is, any enemy that's off screen, they can't shoot you. They're not even going to try and hit me until their sprite's fully back on the screen. Quite good. What are you doing? Isn't it, though? Nice little exploit, for sure. Big fan. More than happy to take advantage of it in this game. Samuses are gross. See, that to me, that's Master Mold. Because what else would be? It's pretty funny. And to think Master Mold's even way bigger than like the actual giant sentinels. Like he processes those things. Get on your steps. So I can make this easy. This is so lame. He could break out of that, but I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna see how long I can keep it up. That's not good. Okay, we hot dogged a little bit, it's fine. I had a lot of health, so I was kind of just playing a little bit carefree there. This stage is going to be the problem. So I'm already at a loss of 3 health, because I'm going to spend the mutant power on the bridge, which I haven't done yet. I'm just so sick of that stupid section that I just want it done. And I think I'd lose more than 3 health if I didn't try to tackle it. Teacup, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the House of Rock. It's based on a pilot of the 90s X-Men series called Pride of the X-Men, which had all of 1 episode. And yet I got a video game. Strange times. I think they designed the game based on the premise that the show would be picked up. Fascinating little bit of history in my opinion. Okay. Mutant power at the bridge, absolutely worth. But we are going to have a problem. I had to spend another mutant power on the Pyro's fight. So that could be gross. Means we're only going to have 4 health for the boss. I'm going to kill these guys before I spawn some bone breakers. Not today. Clinch him. Yeah, the show we got was sick. Heck, first thing I did when I started subscribing to Disney Plus was watch the first episode of The Mandalorian. Second thing I did was rewatch the entire X-Men animated series. Good times. Still holds up pretty well, though the last season sucks. The only good thing about the last season was, like, Jubilee finally came into her own as a character. Okay, that was bad. Please do. Please, sir. I want some more. Gross. If that killed the one that was already flashing, that would have been worth it. I wanted to find out. Okay. We have ourselves a real match. Ruh-roh. I don't know where you're going, but I definitely did not give you permission. Okay. That's unfortunate. His barely beat mine. Screw this. I'm just gonna spend the health. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. So, that did teach me that maybe using that on the bridge isn't worth it, because aside from having to use those 2 mutant powers, I had perfect health going into that. So, that's just going to involve some very complicated math. Because I feel like I had to expect to take 2 hits against the monolith. Or at least anticipate taking 2 hits. Where are you going? Close. Okay. This music bops, by the way. Big fan of this song. with gas. Let's go. Oh, I had to delay that too. That's so mean. Alright. So dumb. Still do this. This one's a little tough. Trying to fight 4 of these guys at a time coming from different directions is not optimal. Okay. Cute. So the real concern I have here is there is a time limit in every stage. I believe this stage has a 5-minute time limit. I don't think I'm in any real danger of reaching that, but it's also not something I really want to, like, test, you know? Yeah, that game's awesome. I used to speedrun it quite a bit. There we go. Nice clean fight. Yeah, stages have a time limit. That's just a bullshit thing Konami loves to do. Baconator and a Frosty to go, please. Look, pal, you do curbside or you go home. To the left, please. Really? Fucking really, video game. Oh god, I can't take her off screen now. That's unfortunate. Well, yes I can. I just couldn't do it from there. Don't like the fact that I took that much damage. Okay. So I can't use a mutant power here because it will drain my health. I'm at 4. I had to be at 3 to be able to do that. I probably wouldn't do it anyway because I really don't want to go down to that low health against any of the rest of this. But if I do, I'll gladly use them. I don't need the stocks for Magneto. I'm not that concerned about it. But yeah, regarding the time limit, I found that out the hard way when I was doing a JP run with Wolverine. It was my best Wolverine run ever. And after I beat Nimrod, a bomb dropped on me. Because his boss fights take a lot longer than Storm's. Particularly like Blob, Wendigo, you know, the usual. Okay. Fighting Juggernaut is really hard there when you got that giant explosion going off in the middle of the screen. Can't even lie. Come here, dog. Oh, that was close. Alright, he can essentially hit me twice. No kicks. Kick is the only thing I'm worried about. His stupid punch doesn't bother me the least bit. The kick is insane, though. It's so fast. See? Scary. Gonna finish it. Alright, Magneto's all that's left. 1 health, 3 stocks. Sorry, 1 life, 3 stocks.
Magneto is in another place. Go, X-Men.
You can break his shield by throwing a mutant power, but I'm not gonna bother. I'd rather just have them. This fight's all about just proper screen scrolling, which is actually really hard to do, because he essentially controls where the camera goes at all times. That's not what I want. Not today. That was bad. Oh well. That's what I was talking about, the screen scrolling. He could push me right up to the left, and I couldn't, like... if I moved left, I couldn't move the screen to go with him. do I want to move up? I don't think so. Now I do. He's being a dick. I'm gonna move him back to the right. We did it. We freaking did it. Magneto's difficulty is massively overrated. He's not even close to the hardest boss in the game. I can't breathe again. Thank you for the GGs, Josie and Shfu and Z and Jason and Ballsy and Brian and Soundwave and Dumple and Gundam. How you doing, Gundam? Bio, thank you for the GG. Good run. I mean, even prior to the last stage, that was my best run yet, because I didn't have a death in stage 6 until the last form of the monolith, so yeah, that was good. Thank you for the GG, and you see? These ending credits are sick, I'm a big fan. So, one thing I've learned about this version of the game compared to JP, the bosses have a lot less health, which I guess is the trade-off for not having healing items. Like, the reward is that the bosses are just easier to beat. Oh, the hardest boss is definitely the monolith. That's the 3 pharaohs. Yeah, that fight is infinitely harder than anything else in the game. And the stage that precedes it is even stupider. Get a quick screenshot here. Yeah, that's gonna look good.